Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? I want to officially welcome you to this life changing webinar on how to start a successful paint manufacturing business and earn in six figures, even if you're starting from scratch. First, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you for showing up. You could be doing anything else right now, but you choose to invest your time into a gold mine of a business that can change your financial future forever. Yes, and that business is called the paint manufacturing business. So now, I want you to do me a favor. You probably have friends, siblings, spouse, or colleague who has been talking about starting a business. So tell them right now something powerful is happening on Glina Artistic Paint Education YouTube channel. You understand? So ask them to click and join in because the next 40 to 60 minutes could open up an opportunity that gives you freedom, wealth, and a sense of purpose, which I know so many of us out there are willing to learn a skill that is going to give us purpose and, of course, income. So let's start with a quick introduction. But before I talk about myself, please do this for me. Type your name and where you are watching from in the comment section. I love to connect with my audience and, of course, to know you better, and so it doesn't look as if I'm talking to myself, you understand? As I speak to you with my voice, my smile, and my truth, you will respond with your key part. So let's get engaged. You understand? Okay? While the message is coming in, let's get personal. So my name is Barrister Aisha. Yes, I am a lawyer, a mother, and a certified paint chemist. I am original from Kaduna State, currently living in Lagos, and I am a proud co-founder of Glina Paint Institute. Yes, we are not just a training brand, we are a full-scale paint production business. We sell paint across Nigeria and several African countries. We take on contracts, we handle distribution, and this is the best part. We train amazing students like you to become professional paint manufacturer from wherever you are in the world. From wall paint to wood finishing, floor coating, industrial paint, even car paint, we teach it all. We also build mini and large scale paint factory for those ready to scale. Over the last 12 years, we have trained over 2,000 students and we help them launch their own paint brand, grow their sales, and even enter the export market. We do all of this because we are passionate about one thing: coloring the world with opportunities. And today, you are about to be part of it. Yes. Can I hear someone say yes? So now, let's be honest. Many of you here have been already thought about this business before. You've seen people talk about it and maybe even downloaded free PDF ebooks, but you haven't started yet. And the reason is simple. Yes, the reason is simple. Maybe you lack the right training. Maybe you don't even know how to find buyers for your product. Maybe it's capital. You understand? The capital is tight. Maybe you're working a job and you are not sure if this business is for you. Or maybe you just haven't had the right mentor that is going to guide you or put you through. If that is you, don't be shy. Drop your answer in the comments. You understand? Type training or capital, buyers, time, or direction. You understand? Or type none if none of these appeal and let me know what is holding you back from starting these skills. I'm watching the comments. You understand? I'm seeing you typing because I really want to know why you haven't started this wonderful paint manufacturing business. Like I said, so many of us we've started this trade, this business. You understand? We started this business, but we are not fully into it, or we are confused. Could it be we've not gotten the right knowledge? We've not seen someone that has connected us, that who is willing to teach us this business, or could it be capital? You understand? You've not had the right capital for you to start this business. So whatever the case may be, go down to the comment section and type what the case is that haven't made you start this paint manufacturing business. Like I said, I am seeing the comment section and I'm getting to know you better. So let's go to the comment section and type. Let's jump into the real reason we are here today. What exactly is paint manufacturing? Yes, a lot of people get it confused. But paint manufacturing is a science-driven business powered process under the umbrella of paint and coating technology. It is where chemistry meets entrepreneurship, which so many of us into these skills are not aware. You are not just mixing chemicals, you are formulating products that protect walls, beautify buildings, and drive serious profits. Yes, it involves formulation and science, dispersion techniques, surface chemistry, yes, very important, and industrial processing. Yes. And the goal, you understand, is to create high performance, profitable coating paint that offers color protection, durability, and beautification for the surfaces. But don't worry about these big science things. I will simplify everything to enable you understand exactly how to go from zero to paint expert. Now, there are two types of production system when it comes to the paint manufacturing process. The first is the small scale paint manufacturing process. You understand? Also called the manual paint formulation, which most small paint manufacturers start with this process. You understand? It's called like the micro factory processing. That is a starter scale depressions. You understand? So in this process, the startup is usually small because you just need a hand mixing machine, a stirrer, a bucket for your 20 to 200 liters by batch, and your manual packaging. You can do this process in your home, your garage, or your workshop. It is very easy, you understand, and this is what my students started. This is what I started with, you understand. So we teach you how to start from your backyard, where you have your well ventilated room, and of course grow step by step into a full production facilities. And now the step two is the large scale industrial production, you understand, also called industrial paint manufacturing. And this is the big scale, this is the big deal, you understand, and where you produce by batches processing. We have the automated dispersion machine, and the startup could be large, you understand. So remember this number two, like I said, the startup could be very large because it includes the batch processing, the automated dispenser, the sand mills, the filling machine, yes, that you get to fill in your paint bucket, the packaging liners, the quality control labs, you understand, and of course the factory infrastructure, because you have to put all of these in places when it comes to the large scale system, you understand. So this is where we operate currently at Glina Paint Institute, an industrial grade plant producing thousands of buckets of paint monthly to our partners, and of course our clients. You understand? So now, what do you really need to start a paint manufacturing business? Number one, you need an in-depth training. You are here already. You need a ventilated space, secure chemical storage, and you need a lab for each chemicals, a hand mixing stirrer, bucket, weighing scale, and a proper lighting for color mixing, and of course patience and determination and commitment. Yes, in paint manufacturing is a skill, not a hustle. It requires clarity, consistency, and creativity. The profit is massive if you do it rightly and you know exactly what you're doing in the paint manufacturing business. You understand? So, how profitable is this business? Very. And I say that with confidence because paint is in demand everywhere. Go to your local paint shop, check the prices of satin paint, stucco paint, even texture paint like Graphitex paint. You'll be shocked how one bucket can earn you thousands of your currency in your country. Some of our students started from their backyard and today they are exporting paint, they are producing paint. One of our mentees was a full-time worker who produced at night. Now he has retired and is running his paint business full time. And you can also do that. You understand? And I guess that is the reason why you're here to have the right knowledge. Like I said, you can produce in batches. You don't need to make paint every day. You produce once and you sell weekly or monthly depending on how you want to sell your products because paint manufacturing gives you control over your time and your income. And the best of all, you can start with small capital, which a lot of us are now, and grow with strategy. Yes. So now let's look at the types of paint. Yes, we're going to be looking on 10 types of paint you must learn as an expert if you want to scale in this business the right way. So the first paint is emulsion paint and it's for interior and exterior use, fast drying, and it is water-based paint because we have two types of paint. We have the water-based paint and the oil-based paint. Number two is the gloss paint, durable for shining for metals and wood, which falls under the oil-based surveillance paint. You understand? So we have the satin or sleek paint. They are washable, smooth finishing for walls, and it's for interior use. Then we have the texture paint as well, luxury finishing, just like your Gravitas paint or your Travertino paint or your Texcoat paint, the old-fashioned. And the fifth type of paint is your anti-corrosive paint for metal protection that they use in the oil and gas sector. And of course, we have the acrylic paint, which is the UV resistant, flexible, and it's washable. The seventh paint is your epoxy paint, industrial flooring coating. It could be the 3D epoxy paint or the waterproofing floor paint that is trending now. And we have the primer surface preparation. A lot of people confuse this paint to be emulsion paint. No, we have primer paint is different from emulsion paint. It's for surface protection or preparation, sorry. And then we have the wood finishing, which is the vanishing or the polyethylene wood paint. They are different. Then we have the road traffic paint, the reflective long-lasting paint, or you call it the road marking paint. So these are the paints dominating the market. We have so many, but I just picked this few to let you know about the types of these paints. You understand? So let's be clear. This is not just about learning how to make paint. This is about starting your own paint brand and building your own factory from scratch wherever you are in the world, and of course supplying to contractors and earning as well, because as you produce this paint and you sell it, you earn, which is the business part of this business. You understand? And I guess that I am not here to motivate you. I am here to equip you with the blueprints, because I'm not just in the paint business. I am in the business of building paint entrepreneurs worldwide. So for some person, it could be emulsion paint or slick paint, or even stucco paint, screening paint, or matte paint. Look for which paint is trending that people are buying more, and focus your energy on that particular paint. And of course, learn the advanced process of it and push that product. I'm not saying that you should not learn other types of paint, because in most building painting job, they use more than 8 types of paint. Yes, in painting the building. You understand? You'll be wondering how come. Now let me explain. In the main building, they could say they want to use weather sheet paint. In the ceiling, they want to paint emotion. In the fence, they want to paint Graphitex. Outside the floor, they want to use floor paint to polish. In the children's room, they want to use matte paint. In the master bedroom, they want to use satin paint. In the sitting room, which is the parlor, they want to use slick paint as well, or satin paint. Then in the metal, the windows, the iron rail, they want to use gloss paint or metallic paint. So if you count all these paints, you will now know how many paint I just mentioned. You will see that the more paint you know how to produce, the more money you will make. But you should know that you should know the paint to produce. Yes. So now, what are the ways to earn in the paint business? You might be asking yourself, first of all, you understand. Type in the comment section if you're getting value. You understand? I told you that you're going to learn a lot of things today. So please go ahead and type value if you're getting value in this webinar. All right. So now, we're going to talk about how to earn from paint manufacturing business, because the bottom is how you can earn from this business. Okay, so now you can earn from this business by selling your own paints. You can earn from this business by producing for contractors. You can earn from this business by getting contracts to supply your own paint products. You can also earn from this business by getting distributors to buy from you. So now let's talk about how you can earn from this business, because the bottom line is how to earn from paint manufacturing business. Because if you want to start a skills, or you're in an existing business, why are you in that business? Because you need to not just know the importance of that business or how to start that business, but you also need to know how you can earn from that business. So now you can earn from paint manufacturing business by one, retail paint selling of your own brand. Yes, you produce your own paint brand and sell directly to walk-in customers, painters, and home owners, and the profit comes from product makeup and brand loyalty by selling. So now the number two way you can earn from paint manufacturing business is wholesale distribution. Yes, you sell in bulk to distributors, paint stores, and contractors at a wholesale price. That is to say, lower margin per unit but higher volume equals to fast cash flow. When you sell low in large, you get more money. Number three is supplying paint to building projects. Yes, so you bid or partner with developers, architecturals, or real estate companies to supply paint for building projects. And of course, contracts can be worth millions depending on the project size. And the fourth way is custom color mixing services, which a lot of paint manufacturers are not aware. So you offer professional color matching for clients, decorators, or institute, and you charge extra for the branding and the packaging of this. So now we have the private label production as well, where you produce paint for other brands under their name. You understand? Using their own labeling. They handle the branding. Yours is to focus on production, multiple contracts, and recurring income. You understand? So the paints are supplied also to government or NGOs. You can get that process. You understand? So you just register as a supplier and provide paint for schools, roads, hospitals, renovation projects, government contracts. You understand? So it's a steady large scale order because they keep demanding for you. So the next one is partnering with paint retailers. You understand? So you keep selling your paint to existing paint stores under a partnership or profit sharing agreement, and this expands your reach without building a store yourself. You understand? And also to painters, like I said, also we have the specialized paint formulation services. You understand? This simply makes you offer custom formulated paints like the anti-mud paint, heat resistant, graphites paint to factors or higher clients, which gives you higher volume and nice pricing model. Also, you can earn in paint manufacturing business by manufacturing paint for painters and paint contractors. So you create a cheap, fast-moving paint product in bulk, specialized for painting professional. They buy repeatedly and help promote your product on job sites. And also, we have the interior design partnership where you collaborate with interior designers and sell your paint as part of their renovation packaging. And of course, you earn from paint and gain long-term client order. We also have the exporting paint internationally. So this process simply makes you to supply paint to nearby countries with demand. Like if you're in Nigeria, you can supply to Ghana, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, and if you're in Ghana, you can supply to Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and earn in large income. And you market internationally. So we also have the contract manufacturing for schools and institutes where you produce paint products for schools, religious institute like church, mosques, or cooperative under custom colors of name. You understand? Mass production for close communities and easy recurring order. We also have wall finishing and application service where you create a team that not only sells paint but offers wall surfaces like screening, POP, painting, or decorative finishes. In this process, you earn from both products and services. We also have sell paint accessories and add your product, whereby you sell items like brush, rollers, buckets, top bond, masking tape, color cards, alongside with your paint product. This helps boost advantage order, value, intensity, and occurring of your customers. And we have the launch a paint subscription or maintenance plan, which help you offer repainting, maintaining packages for homes, offices, or estate. That's every 6 to 12 months. So you keep having recurring cash flow from built-in system. So these are the ways you can earn from paint manufacturing business. We have a lot of ways you can earn. We also have the training system where you teach people on how to produce paints, just like the way I've taught over 2,000 students. Keep counting more, you understand? And I'm also teaching you, you understand? So you can train other people as well. So those are the different ways you can earn from paint manufacturing business. Now, you'll be asking, how can I start this particular business? These are the process that you can follow to start this business. Number one, you need a proper training. Remember, I told you this webinar is around 40 to 60 minutes, right? But you need more than that to get fully grounded in a business that fetches you the money that you need. Okay, that is the business that can take you from one point of your financial life to a higher point. You need more than that. You need more than 1 hour. Okay, so you need to get proper trained. That's number one. When you ask me what do I need to do to start this business, these are the steps you need to start a successful paint manufacturing business from Glina Paint Institute. So the first step, like I said, get proper training, learn the correct formulation, the chemicals handling, the production steps, and the business system. A lot of paint manufacturer teaches you how to produce paint, but they don't teach you the business system. So you need to learn the business system so you stop struggling to get sales. So now set some money aside for your startup. You can start small with as little as 100 to 20,000 naira or even scale higher depending on your currency. So the third one is get a suitable production space. It could be a spare room, your backyard, a shop, or a mini factory depending on your scale system. Like I said, you can start small. Now you need to buy the right equipment for small scale, which are your buckets, stirrers, weighing scale, gloves, etc. You understand? So for the large scale, you need your dispenser machine, your packaging machine, depending on how you want to start. And the next is source quality raw chemicals. You need to purchase your pigment, your binder, your thickener, your additives, and other key chemicals, which I know most of you are aware of. So now, you need to use a clean container for mixing and storage, which are your plastic drums, your jerry cans, your measuring cups, etc. You must be clean and chemical safe. So the next step is set up a basic health and safety measurement by using your gloves, your nose masks, and keep a clean work environment to avoid contamination. The next step is prepare your production formula. Follow tested, proven formulation. Please don't guess. I see a lot of you out there guessing. So now you also need to start with a simple product, which is emulsion paint or top bond. It is best for beginners before expanding into satin or gloss paint. And then of course, test your product quality. You have to check for your washability, your coverage, your drying time, and your shelf life. Coverage simply means how well the paint cover. Shelf life simply means how the paint can last over years. So now you need your packaging and label your product. You use containers with your branded name, your color code, and your badge number. And the vital part is register your business. In Nigeria, it's the CAC. So you need to build trust and quality for bigger contacts. So register your business in your country. And then we have the market and sell your product, which you now need to reach out to builders, painters, homeowners, and hardware stores, which are your physical stores. And of course, scale up gradually. You need to reinvest your profit into new machines, more products, and wider distribution. If you're following me up to this point, it is good time that tells me two things. One, it tells me that you are really committed to this webinar, that you have serious interest in this, right? And if you followed me to this point, it means you have serious interest, like I said. And I think this is the major thing: you have serious interest. And I need you to go ahead and type in the comment section, knowing fully well that you have gotten up to this point, okay? And if you believe that all of this I have mentioned can work for you, then go ahead and type paint in the comment section like I said. You understand? Knowing full well that you have gotten up to this point, okay? And if you believe that all of this I have mentioned can work for you, go ahead and type paint in the comment section. Yes, type paint. You understand? Please go ahead and type paint, okay? I can see You're right. And now we are almost done. Okay, we are running up, but I would like to introduce you to our community. Yes, we have a community of paint manufacturers, right? Like I said before, 60 minutes is not enough for you to get the knowledge that is required for you to start a business that can fetch you minimum of $600 or more. Yes, 60 minutes is not enough. You need a proper training, and that is where our community comes into play, right? And I am going to introduce you to that community, okay? Yes, I know you can't wait, right, to get introduced to the paint manufacturers. So if you would like to be in that community, please type yes. While I explain further and fully introduce you to our communities of paint manufacturers who have been producing paint, like I said, and we currently have a striving community of over 2,000 members who have gone through our paint manufacturing program and continue to receive our mentorship, guidance, and support as they build their paint businesses from scratch. And they're in different groups as well. So these students are now producing and selling their own paint brand locally and nationally, even internationally, using the exact system, formula, and strategy we teach them. You understand? And also, you too can become part of this fast growing community of paint entrepreneurs who are silently building wealth one bucket at a time. So now, the name of this community is called the Glina Paint Manufacturers. Yes, and in this community of our Glina paint manufacturers who are already into the paint manufacturing business. You understand? You get to enjoy ongoing support, mentorship, and inspiration from me and other passionate paint manufacturers around the world. You understand? So it's a combination of different people. You understand? So being a member of this community gives you access to discounted materials, courses, ebooks, and training. Also, verified suppliers of chemicals and plastic packaging, pigments, and more chemicals, all sourced directly from verified suppliers. You also enjoy priority access to business opportunities, brand promotion, and paint supply deals within Nigeria and abroad for some of us that are not in Nigeria. Inside this group, you will learn how to run a professional paint business, not just as a producer, but as a paint CEO who understands branding, pricing, marketing, and selling psychology. And of course, you're going to scale high. So now, what about our private group? Our private group is called the GMF, which is the Gina Manufacturers Forum. Yes, this membership in the GFM, you understand, is by invitation or qualification only, and it is specialized for serious paint producers who want to scale their production, attract distributors, and secure bulk supply deals. In the GMF, I personally refer students to real buyers, contractors, and distributors, helping them generate real profit, not just learning theory, like I said, but real profit. So as a GMF member, you will not only gain access to exclusive business templates, you're also going to learn how your product branding and packaging support, bulk buying and sharing logistic deals, weekly mentorship access, of course, with me and our community growth, and brainstorming and accountability partnership that is going to help you. So for those that who are going to be in the GMF only, is a community that can actually get you in a good terms and conditions for those who already are in the group. You understand? They know how we operate And the people that can actually join this community or eligible for this community are those who are going to join our Glinified community. So from there, you now get qualified for this. So now you might be a student, a stay-at-home mom, a painter, a site manager, an architect, a contractor worker, engineer, an interior decorator, or even a civil servant or a painter or a retiree. You understand? People are looking to expand their income and, of course, increase their wealth. So go ahead and type your category. You understand? So go ahead and type the category you fall under in the comment section. And if yours doesn't appear, you understand, on the screen, please just type what you fall under, you understand, and go ahead and tell us your own category. Are you a student? Please type it. Are you a painter? Are you a retired or even a realtor? Just someone looking to increase their income, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. And if you fall under this category, know that you are eligible to join the Glina 5 Paint community. Now, let me just show you a little bit of what our students are talking about, or rather, people who have gone through our training and already in our community, and what they have to say, so that you know if it's something you can go into. All right, so let's see what they have to say.
Morning, everyone. How you doing, guys? How you doing, and how's everything? Good morning to paint manufacturers and paint boss in there. I'm doing this video to appreciate my only coach. There is no other person that my coach, my teacher, the only woman that find a vision in me, to see someone that can pick you and teach you with everything in his heart and teach you without scamming you is not really common. You get it? But this woman see the vision in me, he see the zeal in me, he see what I'm going to become if he really imparts me genuinely. He see me beyond the way I see myself in this painting industry of today. It's not that person that Coach Glina. Coach Glina is one of the coach I know that is really genuine and is really faithful to teach all her students, to see them through registration, see them through to any limits they want to go in paint. Any to say painting. Mama, God will really bless you and God will really promote you. Thank you for being a nice woman. Thank you for being a nice woman to even your husband and your children. And thank you for being a good coach to us as a student. I'm appreciating you on the behalf of your students in paint making. We say God bless you and more grace and more connection and more health, because you are really amazed. Thank you so much, Mama, for being a good coach. I'm really impressed. God bless you.
My name is Mrs. Titilayo Sanyolu, reside in Abule, Lagos State, Nigeria. I'm one of the team that learned from Glina. I thank God for giving me the opportunity to know Glina. She's a tutor, she's an encourager, she's a teacher. She taught us how to make paint in a laid down proportion to achieve a quality paint. She taught us how to liaise with people, how to register our company. Myself and my husband have registered Sherry Paint and Colors. We have started producing paints because Glina will tell you, start something, start something, start something. So we were opportune to follow our encouragement. We have started producing, we have started selling. In Glina, what I understand about her is that it's a continuous process. It's not limited. It's a continuous process. Whenever I'm having a production and I have a challenge, I have any question, I call her and she responded to ensure that I achieve that quality paint for my customer. We have been able to sell our products, Sherry paints, to some people, and then they have been using it, and then they have been receiving good reports. Glina is a team player. She's a team player. She's an achiever. She has set goal for some of us, which I and my husband are already on that lane to achieve that goal. We have been producing paints. We have been selling paints, Sherry paints. We have been displaying our paints at 29 Ekoro Road, Abule Egba. Because Glina wants to see you doing something. She wants to see you doing something. So with our encouragement, we have started doing something. We have been selling, even to churches, homes, restaurants. We have been selling. We have even submitted our samples to some companies for them to use and tell us our reports, so that in the next consignment they will patronize us. I really appreciate Glina. She is a destiny helper. She's a destiny helper. And I know and I believe God will also help her in all her doings in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, my tutor. Thank you so much, Glina. God bless you in Jesus' name. Thank you.
I want to sincerely appreciate Glina Paint for her humanitarian service. I really thank her for the online training that I received from her. My life has been transformed since I have the online training. Glina, I so much appreciate you. I thank you for your sincerity, for your commitment in every aspect, for your favor. It's a great favor that you are doing to us. God be favor in all way. Thank you very much, Glina. God bless you. God bless you. God bless your company. My life has been changed. I'm a painter. Now I do production. I also do paint. Thank you for everything you have done. I bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olabisi from KBT Industry. I'm here to talk about what Glina Paint has done to my life as a person and to my business. Glina Paint has taught me a lot of things. Glina Paint taught me how to make paint, taught me how to make soap, taught me how to mix colors together to get a desired result. Glina Paint taught me how to make laundry soap, both laundry soap and bathing soap, even the toilet wash. disinfectants, Dettol, Isa, and so on. So Glina paint has taught me a lot, and the owner of Glina paint is actually a good she's a good mentor. She will teach you well. She will help you to be able to get a desired result. For that, for the mentoring service, the mentorship, I give kudos to her. She has really tried and she's still trying. She doesn't leave her students alone to just wonder about. She will teach you to the point that you will be able to stay on your own and give good services to your clients, your customers. So that's what I want to say about cleaner paint. Thank you very much. Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Edidion Nkanga. I am from Nigeria. I'm a painter and I am also a producer. I have been producing, but not to the extent at which I understand production today by virtue of the class I attended with Glina Nigeria. Glina Nigeria has provided a platform where all of us, me in particular, have learned so much about the basics, the foundation of paint production. Before now, I only did emulsion, matte, and silk, but I have an idea about a whole lot of other paints. So the platform provided by Glina has also aided me to be able to socialize with other painters, learn from them, and then we share a lot of things in common. So Glina Nigeria has been very helpful. Thank you all.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mohamed Bello Umar from Nigeria. I just want to take this time to express my gratitude to Glina Nigeria Limited for the wonderful and detailed online training in paint production, which I took. And I just want to say it's really very productive because I'm now able to recognize different types of paints, even when they have been applied or in the buckets. And also I'm able to produce those different types of paints with good quality, its appearance, the usage and the application. All this is all thanks to Glina Nigeria Limited. And it's actually very easy. Our tutor made it possible for someone to be able to produce this paint even if you don't have any prior knowledge to paint production. And this is a wonderful thing actually, because most of the trainings you'll be told you need to have a prior knowledge, maybe a basics, but in this our tutor actually made it very easy and accommodative, because even though you don't have any knowledge on paint production, you can still enroll in this online training, and I bet you will become very productive if you put your mind into doing it. And also all this training comes along with the guide and manual which will help you afterwards. And also she's always there for any question you might need to ask, and all support, and actually all this comes in a very affordable price, which actually I think that's the best thing. That's a very good thing actually. So please viewers, this is a very needful thing because we all need skills, and it will help you in adding more income to your pocket. So I want to thank Glina Nigeria Limited for this wonderful training. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, good day to you anywhere you may be watching me from. My name is Alayonemi Samson Grace from Lagos, Nigeria. I got to know about Glina on Instagram, and just like any other person, I put up for the training. I want to tell you the training was intensive. It was a great session. It was a great time. In fact, it was practical, because the instructor actually gave us videos of step-by-step procedures to making paint. I want to say thanks to Glina. Before, I had no knowledge about painting, about color charts and everything that has to do with paint manufacturing. But today, I think I'm equipped. I'm equipped to start my own paint company. Once again, I want to say thank you to Glina. My prayer is that Glina should keep soaring, keep going higher, and may God continue to bless Glina. Once again, my name is Alayonimi Samson Grace from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, let's move to the next one, okay? So you've heard from few of our students and community members that have gone through our training and still enjoying support and mentorship and assistance from our institute, you understand? So Glina Paint Institute, all right, would you like to be a member of this group? Of course, I know you would want to. So well, now there are two ways you can actually start this business. The first way is the hard and difficult way. This is trying to figure it out all by yourself, buying random chemical, guessing formula, wasting money, and struggling with no real result. No mentorship, no proven system, no guidance, just all by yourself. Some of you will go ahead and watch videos without guidance or even mentorship. You understand? In fact, I see so many people reaching out to me daily saying, Coach Glina, I produce paint, the paint got blocked, this happened, that happened, it spoiled. You understand? Every paint manufacturer on YouTube or out other platforms have the ways of doing things, and yet you watch dozens of them. So which one do you want to implement now? At the end of the day, you end up being confused, and then when you have issues, you don't have anyone to call because you don't have a mentor or a guidance, right? So now number two is the one I call the easy and profitable way, which I advise most of us to go for. You understand? So this is choosing to work with a professional mentor like me, you understand, Coach Glina, who has helped over 2,000 students launch their own profitable paint brand and is ready to hold your hand, teach you the real formula, the business system, and show you the exact step that works, and not just that you're still going to get and enjoy mentorship, you understand, and that is one which I call the easy and preferable way. You get to follow step by step. I hold you by the hand, still teach you and tell you what to do and what is going to succeed in your paint manufacturing business. And when you have little issue or challenges, you can call and I'll be glad to direct you properly. That is how mentorship works. That is why I call it the easy and profitable way. You're not stressed out, you're not confused. When anything comes up, you have someone you can call to help out. So which one would you prefer to go for? Now tell me, which would you prefer? Is it number one or number two? Drop your answer in the comment section below. You understand? Okay, I see that. Most of you want to go for the easy and preferable way. Of course, who will not want to put money in an investment and at the end of the day you watch it go down the drain because you didn't get proper training? You understand? So now I want to introduce you to the PMB, the Paint and Coating Technology Master Class that so many of you have been waiting for, right? Now, this master class has the ability to give you financial security after you do this training and start your business the right way and follow instruction, and you get to get the knowledge of the person that trains you even become better than myself. So that is where you start from, the PMB, the Paint and Coating Technology Masterclass. All right. What and what do you need to join this community? So now you need to be patient and ready to learn. This is a real business, not a shortcut. You understand? This is not a get rich quick scheme. It is a proven business system if you are looking for magic money, this is not for you. Please take note. You understand? You must be ready to implement everything you are taught. The formulas, the strategy, it only works if you do the practical. You understand? So you need to take action now. Delay action is equals to delay results. We build CEOs, not Spartacus. You understand? So if you're ready for what I have for you today, then type I am ready in the comment section. Also type I am ready in the group. You understand? So let's turn your passion into profit and purpose. You understand? So if you're ready to join the masterclass, like I said, type I am ready so I know that I'm communicating with you all. Please go ahead and make use of your keypad. Type I'm ready, 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 ready. Okay, now, so before we even start, what are you going to be learning from the master class for better clarification? I taught you in few things, right? Now, this is the master class. We are going deeper in depth. There is nothing I will leave untouched, and I'm going to pour out my knowledge of years of experience on you. And trust me, you are in for success. Yes, you're in for success. So, what will you be learning from the master class? Yes, so now it is called the Glina paint manufacturing training. So number one, you're going to learn how to start your paint manufacturing business on a budget. You learn how to begin with as low as 100,000 or $100 and scale from your backyard or small space. So number two, how to produce different types of paint, from emulsion paint, satin paint, gloss paint, screedy paint, stucco paint, a step-by-step production process and chemical breakdown and local material sourcing. So the third is a video tutorial for clarification, where you're going to watch me explain to you deeply on how to start as a beginner or a professional looking to advance your skill. And the fourth is recommended chemicals and tools for paint production. Know the right materials, what they do, and where to get them affordable. And the fifth is how to mix color professional like a paint expert. You learn color theory, pigment ratio, and how to get any custom color the right way. And the sixth is how to set up a mini or large scale paint factory from your room to a registered production center. I will show you how to go about that. And the seventh, of course, is how to brand and package your paint for sales. Name selection, logo, label, design, packaging that attracts buyers. Of course, my student can testify to this. And the eighth is how to sell your paint fast, even if no one knows you yet. Market strategy, pricing tips, and my personal selling script. And the ninth is different ways to properly clean and prepare your production tools and mixing containers to avoid contamination, clumps or poor quality paint by maintaining a clean production system. And of course, the 10th is how to store your raw materials, your chemicals, and finished paint safely to prevent spoilage and maintain product quality and meet industrial standard. Yes, even as a small paint manufacturer, you have to learn how to meet industrial standard, because time will come that your mini factory will be inspected for you to get a clarification certification on when you want to scale to the large scale production process. So you have to learn all of these as a small scale paint manufacturing production process plant, or whatever you call it, you understand. Number 11, where and how to source high quality chemicals and packaging materials in Nigeria and abroad for those of us that are not in Nigeria. You get a verified vendor price, comprehensive tips, and bulk sourcing tips. So number 12 is identify common paint production mistakes and how to fix them. Examples are peeling of paint, foaming, poor adhesion and color mismatching, blockage of paint, poor coverage. So the 13th is identify the business benefit of producing your own paint versus buying ready-made paint. That is the high profit margin, branding control, and market dominances. So the 14th is how to package and position your paint for supermarkets, which are the hard stores, building sites, and exports. That is from your label design to carton printing and shelf life and presentation. So the 15th, which is the last but not the least, is how to manage chemical wastage and maintain a clean, eco-friendly workplace. That's to keep your production safe, and professional. You understand? So this is not just a training, it is a full business system that has worked for over 2,000 students globally. If you're ready to start producing, selling, and scaling your own paint brand, you are in the right class. You understand? So let me even ask you, what are you willing to invest in this business? You understand? Like a business that can fetch you good money and enable you do other things. Like I told you earlier on, there are ways you can produce your paint and still run other businesses by the side, just like my students. You understand? You can run have another business and still get involved in the paint manufacturing business. Very well. You understand? So the worth of this training is well over $1,000, sincerely, because what I'm going to be pouring on you is not common and you cannot find that anywhere else. All right, you won't be guessing. You understand? But I won't charge you the normal fees for our training fees, and you're not even going to be paying $700, not even $600. You understand? I have a huge discount for you because I want more people to join our community, and we want to teach paint manufacturing business to those who are willing to learn and invest the right way. Like I said, I have a huge discount for you because I want more people to join our community, and we want to teach paint manufacturing business to those who are willing to learn the right way. And when I say huge discount, that discount is just for 25%, and in the next 72 hours, the first 25% and others who are going to be paying in the next 72 hours for this discount price. You understand? So those of you that are in the group, your discount price will be announced in the group. For those of us that are online watching, go to the description and use the link in the description. Send us a message and use the word discount price, and of course we're going to send you the link on how to make payments immediately for this masterclass. And like I said, the training is going to be something that not only teaches you how to start your own paint manufacturing business on a budget the right way, but also it's going to teach you the business side on how you can manage your production cost, calculate your interest, and know exactly areas where you are meant to invest in your business. Paint manufacturing business, like I said, is a profitable business, but when you do it the right way, when you know how to calculate every profit that is made into the business, and when you know how to manage this business rightfully, you are going to go a long way. And that is where you now see that it is a successful paint manufacturing business. Like I said, I started on a budget. Yes, I started from my backyard and along the line I grew. And that is why I keep teaching my students in the community. I tell them areas on where to put in their money, what they can do immediately to start selling their paid products. You see, a lot of people at times they venture into learning skills and it takes them 1 year, 6 months to start processing these new skills because either they are looking for money to start it big or they are looking for money to buy the raw materials. No, that is why I said you are going to be learning on a budget friendly. It is what you can afford to start with your business and then you grow. Because when you put in a lot of finances into a business that you are not yet you're not yet an expert in that business, it makes you lose out. You understand? So see you in class and bye for now.